Hey, hey, it's me again. Me, Nettie here. Welcome to this safe space. I hope that everybody is doing quite well and living their most abundant life. As y'all can see, I'm enjoying some sun from this here window. I got this little the shades on my face. I don't want to close the blinds. I like the way the sun is shining. And so yeah, I mean I could roll up the blinds in entirety, but I don't want to do that either. Either way. So I don't know for sure as of yet what the message is for the collective, but I feel like we're all in a space of growth and like kind of exponential change and surprise and delight. I don't know if you guys have been asking, and I get the sense that you have, for confirmations and synchronicities and yeah, just proof that things are changing. Although you don't realize that there are very evident changes. There are very apparent changes. Maybe, and even if you stop for a second and consider for yourself all of the things that you have going on and compare and contrast your present self to who you once were, the responses and engagement that you have with people, you have changed. All of the things that you have manifested, you're living in many of those things now. You don't even realize it. But it's so super important that we bring ourselves to the present awareness so that we are able to enjoy the moment. We work so hard to get to certain places in our lives, and we just forget that in the midst of all the working to live and to be and to enjoy the current place, there are so many things right in the moment to enjoy, but we get so wrapped up in trying to make it happen when we don't even be having to do all that work. Like, there's some work involved, but we don't have to do all the things that we be thinking that we have to do. You really not making nothing happen for real, except more often the opposite of what you want to happen. And that is why it takes us so long, so often, to get to certain places in life, because we trying to make stuff happen instead of just learning to be. The better we get and the more we learn about just being and just taking cues and notes from all of nature and animals, the better off we are. And you'll see that more of the things that you actually say you want, you get. We don't, the more we try to work really, really hard towards something and we forget about being, we are doing the exact opposite more often than not than what we're trying to do, because we are functioning and we are just dead set after this productivity, so much so that we don't even realize that we're operating from a place of lack, and you cannot get there from there. You cannot get to a place of abundance from a lack mindset. It just doesn't work that way. We are spiritual beings living a human experience. The larger component of us is spirit. And so we have it within our natural ability to manifest. The only thing is, we don't manifest the things that we say and we think that we want more often. It's more of a resonance of what you have an emotional connection to. So if you say one thing, but emotionally you're attached and you have more emotional resonance with the opposite of that thing, that is why you get the opposite of the thing that you were saying you wanted. Anyways, got a couple of cards that fell out. The first being the Four of Swords. So it's time to rest and just be. It goes right. I mean, nobody should be surprised at this. It goes right along with the message. We got to learn to be. We can get more accomplished being than doing. It is absolutely the opposite of what most people teach, because we live in this productivity cycle with this productivity model that's more popular. And then we have two other cards. They all go quite well together: the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Devil. So this is the card of determination. It's the Devil card. Most people want to see it as an evil, or like the devil that religion has taught us about. But it's really, Spirit told me a while back that in many of the readings that I pull for the Devil card, it's the card of more. And it is very closely connected to hard work or ambition, more so than hard work. But they kind of go hand in hand. But that hard work is not of physical labor. It's more so internal work. It's more so self-care and self-love and all of the work that it takes within this shadow realm to be better overall. And in that, you are being and have been given more. You don't even realize it, but it goes along with the way the message started. We're not realizing all that we have at our disposal, all the things that we actually have access to, because we're not taking a moment. We're getting, I don't want to say we're getting bored of the things that we have, but we want more. We are ambitious, we are driven, and we desire more. And that is okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting more. If you were not supposed to want more, you wouldn't want more. Your desires are spirit based, they come from within that larger component of you. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting more. You just have to learn to align yourself in a way that gets you more, or gets you to that place that you're creating um, in a better and often faster way. It's not necessarily about the speed or the pace at which you get there. It's about the journey. But it just happens that the more you rest and you chill out and just be, the faster you get to the place that you want to be. A lot of that internal work feels like you're not doing anything. But hell, many days, if you think about how difficult that is, then you have to know that that is a lot of work. If it were easy, everyone would do it. And as we can see, not everybody is doing it. So, yeah, just we got to learn to rest so that we can get more into a position of alignment with our desires. You can have everything that you want. I know that for a lot of people that seems like delulu, and that's fine. Be delusional. We were not put here. We didn't choose to come here to be regular, to be mediocre, to do what everybody else is doing. That's just not what we not on that. And with every great creation, with every great manifestation, it always seemed crazy at first. It always seemed like an impossibility at first. But all of the creators who created anything ever, they believed that they had the capacity to do it, that it was possible, and the audacity to do it anyway. In the face of adversity, in the face of all their loved ones, and any criticism that spoke contrary to what it is that they were doing, they did it anyway. And now we have all of these great and wonderful inventions on every level because somebody believed in themselves. They just bet on themselves every step of the way. So today, I just want to encourage you to chill out. Bet on yourself in that way. Trust yourself to relax. Trust your internal guidance. Trust what Spirit is giving you. You have everything that you need within you. And everything bends toward you. The universe, in all of its components, bend toward you. The more you align yourself with it, the more things go your way. And even when it doesn't seem like it or it doesn't feel like it, every single thing is it's an emotional thing to think about because to think of adversity as a rewarding or prosperous or abundant thing is a different space to be. But really, you got to start tuning your mind and your heart toward even those things. Nobody wants to go through hard things, but it is in though, like, you learn so much. You learn who you are, you learn how to be. You get stronger and you grow and you learn, and it is just, it sets you up for the next big thing. And in all of your desires and manifestations, you are calling all of those things in that go with the desired manifestation. Some of those things just happen to be hard. We don't think about that while we're manifesting such a beautiful, great, wonderful man and woman and such a wonderful, opulent, and soft life. We don't think about that. But it's that hard shit that comes before you get there that teach you how to maintain and sustain once you finally get to all your ease and flow and your softness. If you never knew a hard thing, how would you know an easy one? If you never knew a harder position in life, how would you know a softer one? How would you know what that would look like or feel like? It's a matter of contrast. So we got to welcome the contrast. We got to learn to live and move with the ebbs and flows of life, and open ourselves up to be able to receive more from Spirit. Spirit continues to give more because you are the expression of God. And because you are the expression of God, God is expressing himself through you. Do you know how powerful that is? I hope you know how powerful that is. You a bad, bad Mama Jamma. Because you are the expression of God, God is experiencing all of the expansion that you're creating through you. That's why it's so important to create. That's why your desires are so looked upon. That's why they're so important. You are the only way by which God gets to experience the things that he desires to experience through you. Listen, let that soak in. Ain't that something? We should be so pleased and we should be so grateful to be God, to be spirit. Listen. So no, it's nothing wrong with the things that you desire. There's nothing wrong with wanting more and more. There will always be more, and there will always be more that you want. When you accomplish the one great thing, you'll want the next greater thing. Why? Because you are here to expand and to create. God is expressing himself through you or itself. The universe, spirit is expressing itself through you. Your purpose here is to create, to expand in all of those ways that spirit has given you, all of those desires the spirit has given you, all of that love, all of that expression is love. All that you have been given, you are meant to accomplish. So we got to learn to align ourselves in rest, in being, to be able to get to this expression, this more. I'm going to take one more card. I want to take one more card. I'm loving this message. I hope that, I'm pretty sure that this resonates with somebody. Because I think that sometimes we get shunned or it's frowned upon to want more. Or sometimes we don't feel so great wanting more because we don't know that it's okay. We don't know that we are God. We don't know that we are the expression of God. We don't realize that God is attempting to express himself through you. Itself, himself, herself, however you consider it. But think about this. Many of you have a thing in your heart and in your mind that you feel like, no way I can do that. It's a big old thing. But you absolutely can. You got, baby. That desire is God's desire for and through you. That is why it won't leave you alone. That's why you can't get rid of it. That's why it is kind of like the bane of your existence. Because you're meant to accomplish it, but you're not giving it the time. You're not exploring it more. You're afraid that you can't do it. You can. Also, because you are the expression of God and God is expressing itself through you, Spirit is expressing itself through you, that is why all of the components that are necessary to accomplish the thing will come to you. Every single thing that is necessary to accomplish whatever it is that you desire to do, it will come. You may not know all of the steps from the start. You won't. Rarely ever will you. But one step gets you the next, because it's not about you leaning on the physical mind. You rely heavily on the source by which the desire comes. The other card is the Page of Swords. Lean into your new ideas or the old ideas that are not new ideas, but the new component is the new beginning of you actually embarking on and pursuing that desire. And don't let your thoughts get in the way. Everything that you have need of, Source is giving it to you to accomplish this desire through you. You can't get it wrong and you can't mess it up. Just do it. Go get your more. Go get it. Your mind is going to be absolutely blown at the measure of success and opulence that you're able to achieve. Resting, meditation, sometimes just chilling and not doing nothing. Sometimes it'll be meditation, sometimes it won't. But just resting and practicing being, that's where you get the inspired action to go and to create. You get the ideas in the rest, in meditation. When you align yourself and you quiet your mind, Source will give you the ideas, the steps to take. That's it. That's all I got. That was real good. That was a message for you and a message for me. But I love it. It's extremely encouraging because who better to give you guidance and instruction for every step of the way than the source of the desire. Come on now. Come on now. You got it. Go in love. I leave you love. In love. I do leave you love. And I leave you in love and in peace and in joy, love and light. Come back. Come back to the safe space.